Sarita from EC Department of Institute of Aeronautical Engineering College. In this Signals and Systems Laboratory session, we are going to perform the amplitude and time operations on both signals and sequences such as amplitude scaling, addition, subtraction, multiplication, time scaling by using MATLAB software. So initially we have to double click on MATLAB icon, then we are going to get the page like this. So now however we are going to do the program on editor window. Click new script. So here you are going to get editor window where we are going to write the program. As we know that for every program we have to write some instructions or commands. So before going to write those instructions, for our easy to understand what is the program, so I am going to write instruction by using percentage symbol, then it appears as comment. So in operations of signals, first I want to perform amplitude operations on various signals. So I am going to give title amplitude operations on signals, that is continuous time signals. So we are going to do amplitude operations and time operations on both signals as well as sequences. So for our easy, first I am going to do the program for amplitude operations on signals. So after this comment, however we have to write what are the basic instructions? CLC. So CLC is a command which is used to clear the command window screen. So next we have to write clear all. This instruction or command is used to clear the variables in the workspace. Next close all. So this command is used to close the all figure windows, previously opened figure windows. So after this one, so in order to perform amplitude operations means such as, so amplitude operations addition, subtraction and amplitude scaling. So for that one we have to consider two continuous time signals. So I am going to take two sinusoidal signals. So for that one I am taking one sinusoidal signal, that plot 2 Hz sinusoidal signal. Plot 2 Hz sinusoidal signal. So in order to plot a signal, we have to know what is the amplitude, what is the time period of the signal. So first I want to give time period. Let it be for continuous time signal. We are using the variable t equal to. So I am going to select the time axis from 0 to with variation. So in order to get the clarity, I am going to give the variation as 0.0012 to 1. So the time axis divided from 0 to 1 with spacing 0.001. So in order to generate a signal, so sine signal means what is the basic mathematical function? So sine is a sine omega t, otherwise a sine 2 pi ft, where a stands for amplitude and f stands for frequency, whereas omega stands for normal frequency. So I am going to give frequency of this signal as 2 Hz. Next, amplitude as 8 volts. So I am going to give as constants. Next, I am going to give, so first in order to plot this signal, I have to use a command plot t comma. So here before going to plot command, actually we have to define the signal. So define the signal means what I am going to generate a sine signal, let it be S1. So S1 equal to a sine omega t. So here I am going to use mathematical operator multiplication. The standard function sine is used to generate sinusoidal signal. Next, sine 2 pi ft. 2, whereas I am going to use a letter pi for mathematical operator pi, f1 star t. So this is the definition to, or this is the instruction to generate a sinusoidal signal with 8 volts amplitude and 2 hertz frequency. Now I have to plot this signal by using which command? So generally plot command is used to generate the continuous time signal, plot t. So here x comma y. Here t is nothing but x variable, whereas y means here amplitude. So we define the sinusoidal signal and we assign it to variable what? S1. Plot t comma 1. So here. However, in order to give the labels, we are going to use a commands x label, time, y label, amplitude, and title as signal 1. Because in order to perform mathematical amplitude operations, so we are going to define 2 signals. So that's why I am writing signal 1. So after this one, now I have to, before run the program, I have to save the program. So we have to save the program, save as. So I am going to save in documents in MATLAB. So I am going to write, this is the experiment 3. So SS, our lab is SS laboratory. So .m file, save. So here we are going to get, in current folder we are going to get what? Experiment 3 SSM. So now I am going to run the program. So here we are going to get what? So I didn't use subplot command, just I want to plot the sinusoidal signal 1 at a time. It is in figure. So on x label time, y label amplitude, whereas title is given as signal 1. Amplitude we gave it as what? Maximum amplitude is 8. So minimum amplitude is minus 8. So what is the peak to peak value? 16 volts. So at 0, sine is having minimum value, whereas at pi by 2 it is having maximum value. So this is said to be complete 1 cycle. So here what is? This is, so here f equal to 2 hertz means the time period of the signal is what? 1 by f. It is 1 by 2 hertz means that is 0.5 seconds. So here at this time, this is the time to take one complete cycle. Is it clear? So this is the plot related to signal 1 sine signal with a 2 hertz signal with 2 hertz frequency. Now I have to generate the, so I am going to another signal with 10 hertz. So I am going to copy all these instructions because the signal is same. Now I am going to paste instead of 2 hertz signal. Now in the next step we are going to generate a signal with 10 hertz. The time axis is same. So whereas the frequency is, now I am going to change it as, in order to get the variation between two signals. So this is F2, let it be because the second signal. So amplitude I am going to take it as, you can able to take same amplitude also for addition. In order to make the difference, I am going to take it as 6 volts, whereas I am going to assign the second signal with sine 2 pi. Now I have to change it as F2. So second signal S2 equal to A star sine 2 pi Ft2. So plot again I have to go for what? T comma Y. So this is the S2. But when you are going to write this program as is, you are going to get only second one only. Why? Because means here the figure page didn't divided into parts. So that's why in order to get the two figures at a time, we are going to use a command before plot command, subplot. So subplot is a command which is used to divide the given figure window into number of rows by columns. So here like this. So here subplot 7 comma 1 comma 1 indicates the figure page divided into 7 rows, 1 column, and here the third element is used to give the position of the graph. So here I am going to use So here for this one, subplot 7 comma 1 comma 2. Is it clear? So again run and save and run the program. So here we are not getting the program. So just go to home page. So this is saved. So here I have to give just signal 2 and now go for editor window. So here we are going to get subplot signal 2. There is a error. Error using matlab.ui. Line 10. Yes, I am going to save the program. Save as. Yes, I am once again going to save the program in desktop as experiment 3. Save. So I am going to run the program. Yes. For this one I have to add the path. So here, as soon as you are going to save the program, you are going to get like this, add to path. Now you are going to get two signals. The first signal is a sine signal with 2 Hz, whereas second signal is sine signal with 10 Hz. So I think you observe that there is the number of cycles are more in signal 2 compared to signal 1. So if I want to differentiate, here I can able to give the color also in plot command. So the color is nothing but you can able to use red. So now I am going to get the figure as like this. Is it clear? Next. So far I defined only two signals. Now we have to perform the operations. First in operations what we are having? So signal addition, signal multiplication, signal subtraction and amplitude scale. So first I am going for signal addition. So I am going to make a comment by using percentage symbol, signal addition. So mathematically signal addition can be done by using what? Signal addition can be done by using what? Simple addition operator. So I am going to take a letter y equal to, I am going to add two signals. Already we defined the signals S1 plus S2. Next we have to get in what? S1 plus S2. Now I have to use subplot command. So here already we used 7 comma 1 comma 1 1 comma 2. So now I am going to use 7 comma 1 comma 3. So plot, in order to generate that signal, that plot t comma, which signal we have to get y. Y it is what? The sum of given two signals. Next I am going to take this commands commonly. So just copy and paste here. X label is time, Y label is amplitude, whereas what is the title? The title is nothing but here the added signal, because we did addition operation. So here just save and run the program. When you are going to run the program, the first signal is having the range up to what? 10 volts to all. Here we are having, so what are the amplitudes are given for signal 1 and signal 2? Signal 1 is nothing but 8 volts, whereas signal 2 is having with 6 volts. So we have to get maximum amplitude is how much? We have to get maximum amplitude 8 plus 6, 14 volts. So just here subs. So if you are going to keep a mark here, So you are going to get right click on that one. So you are going to get this value. So x-axis is 0.03, y-axis is some 8.65134. So you are going to get what? Maximum amplitude is 8 volts. The frequency is also added here. Next we have to perform what? Signal subtraction. So I am going to copy this one here. Now addition is already completed. Now we have to perform signal subtraction. Signal subtraction means simply we have to use, already we define the signals as S1 and S2 sinusoidal signals. Use mathematical operator, the subtraction symbol. So subplot, in order to get this plot, we are going to use the subplot command. So 7, 1, 4, where we are going to get the subtracted signal in the fourth position in a 7 rows 1 column matrix. So here T, I am going to use another letter for this one, subtracted signal. So plot T comma y1. So here X label time, whereas Y label is amplitude, whereas title, now I have to write what? Instead of added signal, I have to write subtracted signal. Now save and run the program. So 8 minus 6, we have to get how much? 2 volts. So when you are going to get here 2 volts as the signal. Next we have to perform what? Multiplication of the signal element by element. So next thing is signal multiplication element by element. So for this one I am using a letter Y2. S1, element by element means dot star. We have to use a command dot star. That means corresponding amplitudes are multiplied. Again we have to plot this signal, resultant multiplied signal with what? Plot command. Before plot command we have to use subplot. So here we have to write 7, 1, 5 and plot T, X, Y. Here T, time is T axis, T is time axis, and here Y, in place of Y we are having Y2. X label time, Y label amplitude, whereas title is the multiplied signal. So again save and run the program. Now we are going to get fourth position. The first one is signal 1, second one is signal 2, third one is the added signal, whereas fourth one is the subtracted signal, whereas the fifth one is the multiplied signal. So we have to get what is the amplitude? 8 into 6, nearly 48 volts. Now we are having the last operations, amplitude scaling. Amplitude scaling. In amplitude operations we are having 3 operations. So in this amplitude scaling, multiplication, addition and subtraction. Scaling on signal 1. You can able to perform it for either signal 1 or signal 2. Signal 1. So here I am going to take it as letter X. X equal to 3. A constant. Now I am going to multiply. I am going to say y3. y3 equal to x dot star s1. So what is the meaning of this instruction means? So the given signal, whatever we define the signal s1, that is multiplied with a constant. That constant value equal to 3. So that is greater than 1. The resultant signal is stored in a variable y3. Now I have to write these commands. So while doing modifications, subplot 7, 1, 6. Now plot t, y3. Whereas x label is time, y label is amplitude. Whereas this one is the signal S1. The signal S1 is multiplied by 3. Otherwise x. Is it clear? So in this operation we are going to do the amplitude scaling of a given signal. So that amplitude scaling can be done by using a variable that may be greater than 1 or less than 1. If the greater than 1, how the signal is appears to be. If there is less than 1, how signal is appears to be. We have to listen. We have to observe. Now save and run the program. So here we are going to get how many signals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Totally signal 1, first signal 2, added signal, subtracted signal, multiplied. The signal S1 is multiplied by factor X. So nothing but what is our first signal amplitude? 8 volts. Here I gave it as what? 3. So 8 into 3, how much it is? 24 volts. The maximum amplitude is increased to 24 volts without disturbing the signal shape. Next, amplitude scaling of signal 2. So here instead of taking greater than 1 value, so now I am going to take 0.5. Now I am assigning y4 x. Here I took the variable a which is less than 1. Here that is equal to 0.5 per second signal. So again similar to previous, we have to use subplot command. So here we have to display the figure in 7th position. So plot t, y4, x label amplitude, y label x label time, y label amplitude. Title, the signal is multiplied by a which is less than 1. Here x I am going to write greater than 1. Now we have to observe. So totally we got 7 figures. So all are these related to amplitude operations on signals. First we defined two sinusoidal signal with having frequencies for signal 1 2 Hz, for signal 2 10 Hz. Then we added the signal by using mathematical operator plus sign. Then we subtracted the signal by using minus sign. Then we multiplied the signal by using dot multiplied operator. Next, the signal S1 is multiplied by a constant which is greater than 1. The signal S2 is multiplied by constant which is less than 1. So here in this one we have to change S1 to S2. So this is the program to perform amplitude operations on signals. Again we have to observe the time operations on signals. So for that one I am going to take another new editor window. So here I am saving it as, just save this program as, save as in desktop experiment 3. So when we are going to save the program, don't save with direct commands, don't save with only the symbols, don't save with all numerical numbers. So and don't save the program with any space also. So experiment 3, time operations on signals. So I am going to save it on desktop only. Save this as. So here we are going to get experiment 3, time operations on signals. So for this one what we have to do means, so first we have to write comment as time operations on signals. Next, similar to all programs, again we have to write 3 commands. That is first one CLC, which clears the command screen. Next clear all, which is used to clear the workspace variables. Next close all, which is used to close the figures opened previously. So for that one, so in order to perform time operations, I am going to generate a signal, that is a ramp signal. So generation of generate. Initially I am generating ramp signal. Then I am going to perform delayed advanced. So next I want to perform reversal. So first I want to perform the time shifting operation. Generate ramp signal. So first I am going to generate a ramp signal. For that one I have to select a time parameter t equal to, I am going to take the axis as from t equal to 0 to 5 with variation 0.01. Next I am going to define a ramp signal and I am assigning to a variable x equal to 1 dot start t. So 1 dot start t means just the ramp signal r of t is defined as t equal to r of t equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0. So what it indicates means here x of t equal to t only, but it is the amplitude is multiplied with 1. Is it clear? So r of t equal to, here x equal to 1 star t. So I am going to give. Next I have to use subplot command. Subplot of, here how many figures we are going to get? Generation of ramp signal, advanced ramp, delayed ramp, next time reversal, time scaling, next compressed signal and expanded signal. So totally we have to get, so here I am going to take 3 by 3 matrices. So subplot so I am going to take 4 by 3 comma 1. It is in order to plot that one, plot t comma x. So again I have to give similar to previous programs, x label, time, y label amplitude, and title is ramp signal, because we are generating RAM signal for time shifting operations. So already we saved the program. Now run the program. So we are not going to get the signal. Just once check the program. So here just use star operator. But this time also we are not getting the signal. So I am going to take a signal R of t equal to t dot star t greater than or equal to 0. So in previous session we generated the RAM signal like this. So here I want to use a extra command axis. So axis I want to give 0, 5. I will explain 0, 5. So what is this command means? Axis means, so you are going to give the time axis range and amplitude axis range, that is time axis 0 to 5 whereas amplitude also with 0 to 5 length. So just run the program. So here we are getting x equal to equal to minus 5 to 5. Okay. 0.01 here. Yes. Now we are going to get the signal. So this is the RAM signal ranges from 0 to 5, 0 to 5. So here what is the mistake means, here I wrote the spacing is 0 comma. So that's why when we didn't get the signal. So just don't make the mistakes like this. So here t time axis t equal to minus 5 to 5, 0.0. Now we are going to use extra command is axis, which is going to give the range of time axis as well as the amplitude axis. 0, 5 stands for first time is the time, here second time is the amplitude. Next, for this signal we have to do the time shifting operations. So here plot advanced ramp signal. So for that one, so we have to use, here we are going to take the time axis as, just I am going to copy this one and paste time axis as minus 3 to 2. So minus 5 to 5 only. So I am going to take, whereas for this one advanced, so I have to write t dot star t plus 3. So which indicates the time signal starts before 0 only. Subplot 4, 3, 2. So here I am going to give time amplitude here advanced. So here I am going to save it in a x1 variable. Plot t comma x1. Again save and run the program. So here we are going to get amplitude from here. So here in order to take the same, get the same plot. So I am going to use here 1 star t. So this is also another instruction to generate the ramp signal. So here I took time index -3 to 2. Axis is, here we have to change the time axis. -3 to 2 and 0 to 5. However, amplitude doesn't changes. Now run the program. Yes, observe. What is the first one? Ramp signal. Second one is the advanced ramp signal. Here time axis and amplitudes. Here the signal, actual ramp signal starts from 0, whereas the advanced ramp signal, by using instructions, it starts early. That is, instead of starting at 0, it starts at -3. So then the signal is said to be advanced when compared to the actual basic ramp signal. Similarly, we have to perform delayed signal. So for delayed, just comment, give it as plot delayed ramp signal. Take time axis as so we are going to delay, so that's why I am giving both are positive only. So take it as, let it be x2 equal to 1 star. So I am going to try t minus 3. So in time only we have to change the commands. So subplot 4, 3, 3. Here t, x2. We have to write axis now changes to 3 to 8. So I am going to change it as 3 to 8. And however, the amplitude is same. Here we have to write delayed ramp signal. So these are the instruction to get the delayed version of the defined ramp signal. Just observe. The first plot is ramp signal started at 0. The second one is advanced when compared to the previous ramp signal. It starts at -3 only. Whereas the third signal starts at t equal to 3. When you are going to observe, both appears to be same, but here observe the time axis. The second signal starts at t equal to -3, whereas the third signal starts at t equal to 3. That means when compared to the basic signal, which started at the t equal to 0, then this signal is said to be delayed by amount 3. So these are the time shifting operations. So we generated the ramp signal, then we applied the advanced and delayed versions of the ramp signal by using commands. Next, plot time folding operations. We have to do plot time folded version of given signal. So here already we gave. So here I am going to use time axis t equal to. Yes, I am going to use the same instructions. I am going to do the modification. Plot time folded version of the given signal. So here t axis I am going to take it as for folding -5 to 5. Variation 0.01. I am going to assign folded version to x3 variable. So here I am going to write x3 equal to 1 star minus t. So the folded version of a given signal can be obtained by folding the signal about t equal to 0 axis. That is, simply we have to replace the t by minus t. So next, in order to plot that one, we have to use subplot command. Before plot command, that is 4, 3, 4. Here you have to use, because already we used 4, 3, 3. So plot t, now x3 axis we are going to take it as. So next, x-axis is time, y-axis is amplitude, whereas the title is time reversal signal. Time reversal signal. Just run the program. So here there is a mistake. x3 is equal to 1 star minus t. Yes. Here the mistake is previously we defined access for only positive time limits. That's why we didn't get. So here this is the actual signal from 0 to. So here this is the ramp signal. Here we are going to get what? Reversal. So negative ramp we are going to get. So here we have to use plot next thing is time compression. This is compression version of the given signal and expanded version. For that one, in order to understand clearly, I am going to take a rectangular pulse here. For rectangular pulse here, so generate, otherwise amplitude time scaling. For plot time scaling of rectangular pulse. So for this one rectangular pulse, what we have to do means, so I am going to take a time variable. First one is compressed signal. I am going for time compression. Time compression. So I am going to take a time axis as t equal to -6 to with variation 0.0126. Next, I am going to define. Already we finished x3. So now I am going to use another variable x4. x4 equal to 2 star rect pulse. This is a direct command used to generate rectangular pulse with 4. T comma 4. When we are writing T comma 4, it generates a rect pulse with width 4. So here first use generate rect pulse with width 4 units. So these are the commands to generate a rectangular pulse, to generate a rectangular pulse with width 4. So again I am going to use these commands similarly. So I am subplot subplot 4 comma 3 comma 5. Next I am going to use plot t comma x4. So this is the rect pulse. Signal. Just run this program. Just observe. In 4 comma 4 page, that is second row, we are going to get rect pulse with which is extending from -2 to +2 having width 4. For this signal, now we have to apply time compression as well as time expansion. So first one I want to do compressed signal. Time compression. So that is done by using, just I am copying these instructions. Just we have to do small modifications. So t equal to -6 to 6. So here x5 equal to 2 dot star rect here at time. The time compression can be done by using x of t equal to x of at. A may be that will be a scalar number. So here I am going to use some 2 star. So this can be done by using a time. This command is used to compress the given signal. So here next we have to write subplot command, that is 4 comma 3 comma 6 plot t comma x5. So here I have to write what? Instead of rect pulse, I have to write compressed rect pulse by factor 2. By factor 2. You can give any number. So here just observe. You are going to observe clearly while observing the. Here the rect pulse is extended between -2 to 2 having width 4, whereas while doing compressed, that is x of t can be done by using x of at. So here we took a is 2. So the signal is compressed by factor 2. Now the width changes to, it ranges from -1 to 1. So having width 2 only. But here previous the rect pulse, actual rect pulse is having the width 4. Next for this signal only, we have to perform time expansion. So here note down, comment as time expansion. So here took time axis as it is and variable x6 2 star rect pulse. So here instead of writing 2 star t, now we have to write t 1 by 2 star t. So that is Otherwise, 0.5 30. We have to change the variables names also here. Here we have to write expanded rectiples by factor 2. Just run the program. Just here observe. Here this is the actual rectiples with width 4. Here the width is compressed by 2. Here width is expanded by factor 2. So total width became as 8 units. So these all are the time operations we did on only signals. So here by using these commands we can able to perform all time operations. What are the time operations? The time operations are shifting of the signal towards to right side or left side, that is said to be as delayed version or advanced version. You can able to get the time reversal, and you can able to perform the here time reversal may be known as time folded version, and you can able to compress the signal and expand the signal by using what? A factor A, that A may be greater than 1 or less than 1. So these are the amplitude and time operations of given signals. Next, again we are having what in this experiment only? The amplitude and time operations are sequences. So for that one, I am going to open another new script form and I am going to save as on desktop. So I am going to save it as same experiment 3 amplitude and time operations of sequences. Just try to observe. I am not going to give any space in order to run the program. Save it as. Now we have to make a comment. Amplitude before the program and time operations on. Now we are going to perform both amplitude and time operations within one program only on sequences. So similar to all programs, again we have to write what are the standard commands. CLC, clear all, next close all. Is it clear? Just all of you observe CLC, clear all and close all. Yes. So in order to first again amplitude operations means addition, next subtraction, multiplication, amplitude scaling, time advance, time delay, time scaling, time folding operations. So we are going to observe only few operations now. So first one, we have to plot the sequence. So plot sequences initially. So for plotting, so now I am going to enter. In order to define a sequence, first we have to enter the number of elements. For that one we have to use a command. You observed in already basic operations on matrices. If you have to enter the matrices elements, you have to use a command input. So where that you have to give the input elements through command window. After running the program, input, enter the number of elements. Enter the number of elements. Next, after entering the elements, now we have to enter the sequence, that is x1. Let it be first sequence. X1 equal to input, enter the first sequence element. enter the first sequence elements. What is the first one? First one you have to, a capital N is the, you have to enter the number of elements in the sequence. So here similarly, go for, in order to perform amplitude operations, we have to get two sequences. So here second thing is x1, next x2. Again use the command input. After this one, we have to use so what is this instruction indicates means, so you have to from 0th element to n minus 1. Suppose if you want entering some 5 elements. So we have to 5 elements means word starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if n equal to given as 5, you have to consider x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3. So that's why we are writing small n. The time index starts from n equal to 0 to n minus 1. So whatever the given sequence, you have to plot that sequence. So go for subplot. So you have to use, because the MATLAB is also case sensitive, small letters, subplot 4, 4, 1. Next, in order to display the given sequences discrete time signal, you have to use a command stem. Stem, what is the time index? N, comma, you have to write what? X1. So for this one, I am giving title as, so here I am not using X label, Y label, title, first sequence. Similarly, I am going for subplot, yes, copying this one in order to plot the second sequence. Copy. Second sequence. So here just I have to modify this one because I copied second sequence elements. So subplot here n comma, subplot changes to 4, 4, 1 to 4, 4, 2. Here n comma x2. So for this one I am giving access for first sequence. Access -3 to 3, 0 to 10. So for second one also -3 to 3, 0 to 10. Next I am going to write comment added sequence. So added sequence, I am going for control copy, here control V, subplot 4, 4, 3, stem n comma x1 plus. Within this one only I am going to write, just try to observe. So I am not going to use extra command. Stem n comma x1 plus x2. So here the range is 0 to, just because added sequence I may get the amplitude height varies. So here I have to write what? Added sequence of x1 plus x2. Yes, save the program however saved previously and run the program. So when you are going to run the program, just wait, we have to give the elements. Give as elements as 5. Then first sequence elements. Let it be start with square brackets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, enter with 2, 4, 1, 3 and 2. So n equal to 0 to 4. Here you are going to get what? Just observe. So what is the first sequence I gave? X of 0 equal to 1, x of 1 equal to 2, x of 2 equal to 3, x of 3 equal to 4. So here we have to give minus 3 to 3 here range. We have to change the time index. So because we are not getting all samples, 5 elements. So here minus 3 to have to change time index as minus 3 to 5. Yes, run the program. So we can, when you are going to enter the here, we can use up arrow here by keeping cursor here, up arrow. Just I used 5. Just enter. Next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can use like this. Now we are getting 5 samples. In previous case, why we got 4 samples means here we are getting here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, x of 4 because we gave the 5 elements. It starts from x of 0 to x of 4. Here also x of 0 to x of 4. Added sequence. Here amplitude is 1. Here amplitude is 1. So here we are going to get the amplitude 2. So similarly, here if you want to get, you can able to write here disp x1 plus x2 also. Next, subtracted sequence. Added sequence. Subtracted sequence. Four, 4, 5. I have to write stem n, x1 minus x2. And here sequence of x1 minus subtracted. Here we have to write x1, x2. Similarly, one, 2, 3. Here 4. Subtracted sequences. 4. Next. Multiplied sequence. Multiplied sequence 4 comma 4 comma 6 stem n1 comma x1 dot star you have to use. So here increase samples up to 0 to 50 and here multiplied sequence of x1 and x2. Run the program. Again elements is 5. The first one is x1, x2. Here x1 plus x2, x1 minus x2 and multiplied is x1 star x2. So here you are going to get what? The multiplied sequence of x1 and x2. Next we have to perform what? Time operations. So far we did what? Amplitude operations here. Added sequence you may get here. Amplitude operations. Now in order to separate, because we are going to do in same program amplitude operations, and so here I am going to write time operations. So this is title is not comment, command. This time operations what we are having? Amplitude scaling. So still we are having one amplitude scaling, that is known as time operations. In time operations I am going to write time delay sequence. Time delay sequence. So for that one I am writing here subplot 4 comma 4 comma 6, whereas stem n comma, here I am writing what? For that time operations. Time operations means you have to take only one sequence. So I am going to take time delay. Delay means here I am going to write some n minus 3. So for this one I am writing minus 7 to 7 or minus 7 to 10 time index, time axis. So whereas here I have to write what? Delayed sequence of x1. Delayed sequence of x1. Next similarly I have to write what? Advanced. Just I am typing all time delay, time advance. So 4 comma 4 comma 7. Next advance means we have to use plus operator. So here we have to write advanced. So similarly we are having time reversal and time scaling. Time reversal of x1 4 comma 8. So here we have to write minus n of x1. Time reversal of x1. Title as time reversal of x1. Similarly I am going for time expansion. 4,9. Expansion means 0.5 star. Minus 10 to 10. Expansion of. So finally we are having time compression. Compression of x1. Compression of x1 4, 4, 10 to star. Now run the program. Elements. I am taking 5 elements. First one is, second sequence is, yes, all of you observe, this is the first sequence, second sequence and added sequence, subtracted, multiplied, delayed sequence, advanced sequence. So here the time reversal and here time expansion and time compression. So for this one, in order to get, first we have to change the time axis. Zero to 50 given. Try to change it as subtracted. So these are time delay 15. Because when you are going to choose the y-axis from 0 to 50, the elements are, amplitudes are not visible. We take up to 10 also. 15. Now run the program. Now we are going to get here time compression 0 to 10, here expansion. So here just we have to write scaling. Scaling 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 of x2. Again give as elements through keyboard, or you can able to select from command window by using up arrow also. So these are the window. First one is first sequence, second sequence, added sequence, that is x1 plus x2, x1 minus x2, x1 star x2, delayed by 3 units, advanced by 3 units, time reversal, and here scaled version of time scaling and this one. So in order to get, these are the outputs related to time and amplitude operations of a given sequences. So in this way we can able to perform amplitude and time operations on both signals and sequences by using MATLAB software. So by this experiment we can able to conclude that we can able to perform both amplitude and time operations by using MATLAB software easily, by using standard commands or by using mathematical operations. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.